What do you think Elvis would be like today? Were there hobbies and different things that he liked that you think he would have pursued separate from entertainment, separate from music? And it's hard to really guess and predict. We'd have to have a crystal ball, and even that
Yeah.
could be inaccurate. But do you think he would still be performing in some ways and going to the award shows and everything? Or do you think he would have lived a more quiet, reserved life after the mega fanfare of it all?
Well, I think, of course, he would have, loved to have a life with family and friends, close to him, like which he always made sure that he did have, family and friends close to him. But I think that he would have loved to continue to sing and perform in some way, or at least be a part of the music. I know he would love to be, helpful to other, young people that are coming up. I know Jay Osmond is a great friend of mine, and he told me several times, he said Elvis was such a mentor to us, and the Osmond brothers, and he said he helped us so much. He said he didn't just do it with just words, that he always followed up and made sure that we were following advice or needing help or anything like that. So he would definitely be helping people, to get into the music business. But I think he would have also had been given the opportunity, he would have loved to be a serious actor. He always wanted to be a serious actor, and because he loved a challenge. I guess that's kind of inbred in us. We love a challenge and love to be able to meet that challenge, and not only conquer it, but go beyond that. And so he always did that, and always gave it all he had, and the best that he could possibly do. So I definitely think that he would still be involved in music somehow, but also in the acting, and definitely, helping others, and to fulfill their dreams as well. Because it's one thing he always wanted to do was make people's dreams come true.
Which is a beautiful thing. The world definitely needs to hear more of Elvis's music and feel his spirit, and watch the movies and go back, on the internet and watch his interviews and being on talk shows and different things over the years to really get an additional perspective of the level of entertainment, but also talent
Yeah.
that he offered for all of us. And everybody, we're living in such crazy times all over the place every day. Turn on the news and there's just something more crazy than the day before. But if you put on some of the music that even you celebrate in your performances, and his music takes you back to a more innocent time,
It does.
but it also sort of rekindles the notion that love matters,
Hmm.
and relationships, and good times, and kindness, and empathy, and romance, and all of these things. No matter what's going on, how dark and gray the world may seem, these things still are tried and true. And Elvis, projected that and celebrated that and sang about it. And it's all still very important, right?
Oh, it is. I mean, I would definitely. He always, was full of integrity and honesty and transparency and respect, for other people, and honoring other people, and loving other people. And if I just feel like if we could follow those rules, and the kind of things that Elvis stood for, then our world would be a much better place.
Exactly right. Exactly. Just like this viewer right now says, the best times always. And
Yes.
yeah, that's wonderful to see. Yep. Um, he would have loved Japan. Uh,
Yes.
Thank you for
Yes.
that comment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Would have loved Japan as well. That's really amazing. It really truly is. And you're involved in the preservation. There's lots of memorabilia and
Mhm.
artifacts, and because
Mhm.
in the early years you had worked at Graceland as well, helping the
Mhm.
family. You preserving the artifacts and memorabilia as well along the way too, Donna?
Well, I wasn't a part of that, as far as the memorabilia and that sort of thing like that. But when I worked at Graceland, I worked beside Uncle Vernon, in the office, and I answered fan mail. And when I'd receive a letter from someone, I would handwrite a letter back to them. And I've through the years I've had people contact me and say they still had that letter and it meant so much to them. And so that was my contribution of being able to answer back and so forth. But I think it's important that people realize that Elvis was just a poor boy from Tupelo, Mississippi, but he put himself out there, and he you know just trusted God, and trusted in himself, and went out there and gave everything that he had, and he left it all on the stage for people. And he wanted to make sure that everybody out there had a wonderful time, and that he could help people's dreams come true, whether it was just being able to attend his concert, or giving them something, and the memorabilia that's out there now. I mean, there's a lot of people that are collecting it, and just want a part of him, just anything that was a part of Elvis and a part of his life. And I think that's important, and I think it's wonderful that they have that and can feel his love and his essence in those things.
That's right, exactly. They feel connected
Yeah.
to him